Okay, so let's start with soil texture. The soil texture is the relative proportion of soil particles. When we say relative proportion, amount, no? Actually, yung soil is 100%. So sa texture, ilang percent yung sand, ilang percent yung clay, ilang percent yung silt. So based on that, you can determine, let's say, paano natin masasabi na sandy soil if mataas yung sand? Paano natin masasabi na clayey soil pag mataas yung clay, no? So relative proportion, the amount, it talks about amount. So again, stable po siya, static. Another definition of soil texture is the coarseness or fineness of the soil. Again ha, the coarseness and fineness of the soil particles. When we say coarse, malalaki ang size. Ito, coarse. Hindi po yung of course ha. Iba po ito, coarse. When we say coarse, bigger sizes. When we say fine, smaller sizes. So bakit po siya tinatawag na coarseness and fineness? When we say coarse, that pertains to sand. When we say fine, it pertains to clay. So how big, how small is the soil particles? Again, it talks about soil texture. So coarse textured soil are less fertile. Again, take note, sandy soils are less fertile than clayey soils. It is because madali lang mag-drain. Hindi siya makapag-hold ng nutrients kasi malaki yung kanyang mga pore space. So dire-diretso lang. Mataas yung leaching, kumbaga. Organic matter is not part of soil texture. Take note, guys, if we are talking about soil texture, we only pertain it to mineral soil or inorganic soil. Sa organic matter, ibang usapan po yan, no? So, hindi po siya part ng texture. Kasi sand, silt, and clay is for inorganic soil. Each soil property separates represent a distinct physical size group of minerals. Ayan, iba-iba daw yung sizes ng sand, silt, and clay. So, ito po yung sizes niya. Basically, guys, we have three types of soil texture. We have, general. Kasi we have 12 textural classes. Meaning, combination na po ng tatlo. Pero generally, tatlo po yung ating soil particles. We have the sand, silt, and clay. Bakit may iba-ibang tawag nito? Diameter. When we say diameter, kasi yung particle, we assume that the particle is circle, sphere, no? So diameter talks about the length, the distance from one side to another side of the circle, diameter po yan. So the bigger the particle, the bigger the diameter or the distance. So ito po guys, dalawa yung ating ginagamit, no? But originally, USDA lang po yung ating sinusunod. Ano po ibig sabihin ng USDA? United States Department of Agriculture. So ito po yung kanilang range, diameter range. When we say sand, 0.05 to 2 millimeters. Silt is 0.002 to 0.05. At yung clay, yung pinakamaliit ay tinatawag na, meron po siyang diameter na less than 0.002. Yan po yung sa USDA. Ano naman yung ISSS? Ano pong meaning ng, do you have idea what is ISSS? Can you chat in the chat box? Ito po ba yung International Social Security System? Do you have idea? Okay, so wala pong nag-chat, no? So ang ibig sabihin po ng ISSS, guys, hindi po yung Social Security System, no? ISSS meaning International Society for Soil Scientists. Ayun, thank you ma'am. May nag-chat po, no? Sabi ni Ma'am Leslie, International Society of Soil Scientists. Okay, very good. That's correct, ma'am. So, ito yung society ng mga soil scientists and soil science practitioners. They make their own range. But isa lang yung chine-change nila. Para hindi po tayo malito, when we say diameter ng USDA, 5 po yung ginamit nila, 0.05. Pagdating naman sa ISSS, they change 5 into 2. No? Binago po nila yung 5 into 2. Yun lang po yung changes dyan. The rest, wala na. The same na. No? Tingnan nyo, 5 and 2. Dito sa baba, sa silt, 0.002 to 0.05. They changed it into 0.002 to 0.02. Yun lang. So, bakit meron po naka-highlight dito na soil colloid? Soil colloid, guys, ang clay po kasi, meron po siya specific na name pag depende sa size niya. If less than 0.001 mm, it belongs to soil colloid. Pero clay pa rin yan. So, but clay, a particle greater than 0.001 pero pasok dito sa size ng clay will no longer consider as colloid but a clay. So, yan. So, if my question, lahat po ng soil colloid ay clay po yan. Hindi lahat ng clay ay soil colloid kasi bigger than 0.001 are no longer soil colloid. But pwede siya magiging clay ang tawag. So, I hope that is clear. Okay lang po ba ang question so far? Okay, like if wala pa pong questions. Yun, para gising. So every topic, guys, after this soil texture, meron naman tayong questions. Every topics we have questions para mas maintindihan po natin ng mas clear, no, mas clear. So sa soil texture, so we compare the characteristics of sandy and clayey soils. Again, yung sandy malalaki yung particle, clay maliliit yung particle. In terms of porosity, when we say porosity, it talks about pores. When you say pores, yung butas, no? Kagaya ng mga butas sa ating skin, no? We have pores in the skin. So butas. So when you say porosity, it talks about gaano karami yung mga butas, pore space. So sa clayey, maliliit yung butas niya pero marami, no? Kaya mas mataas yung porosity ng clayey compared to sandy soils. Sa water holding capacity naman, WHC, syempre mataas yung clayey kasi maraming smaller particles na pwedeng mag-hold ng mga water. Pero sa aeration naman, syempre mataas yung aeration ng sandy kasi malalaki yung kanyang mga pore space. Nakakahinga. Madali lang makahinga, no? Nakakahinga. Sa tillage naman, mas madali itil yung sandy kasi yun, separated po siya, no? Separated. Sa stickiness naman, very sticky yung clayey because of its property na plastic. And then, cation exchange capacity. Cation exchange capacity, it was discussed by Sir Jojo, no, in the soil chemistry. So, gaano karami yung dumidikit na mga chemicals, nutrients. So, yon, sa clay, mas marami yung dumidikit. Sa surface area naman, we will discuss this later. But take note, sa clay, mas mataas yung surface area compared to sandy soils.